The old willow tree wept silver tears onto the dew-kissed grass, mirroring the moonlight that bathed the garden in an ethereal glow. Ilara, her silver hair catching the light like spun moonlight, sat on the worn stone bench, her hands clasped around a chipped teacup, long since empty. Her daughter, Lyra, approached slowly, her footsteps barely disturbing the quiet hum of crickets. Lyra was a whirlwind of youthful energy, usually, but tonight, a gentle stillness settled upon her. Lyra knelt beside her mother, her own dark hair a stark contrast to the silver beside her. She reached out, her fingers tracing the delicate lines etched around Ilara's eyes, lines that spoke of laughter, tears, and a lifetime of love. "Mother," Lyra whispered, her voice barely audible above the night's symphony. Ilara smiled, a network of wrinkles crinkling around her eyes. "My Lyra." A comfortable silence settled between them, punctuated only by the gentle rustling of leaves. Then, Lyra leaned forward, her forehead resting against her mother's. The scent of lavender and chamomile, Ilara's favorite blend, wafted from her mother's hair. It was a familiar comfort, a grounding presence in the ever-shifting landscape of life. Lyra's eyes welled, not with sadness, but with an overwhelming love that transcended words. With a soft sigh, she gently kissed her mother's cheek, a tender gesture that spoke volumes. Ilara's hand rose to cup Lyra's face, her touch lingering on her daughter's soft skin. Then, in a moment that transcended time and space, Ilara leaned in, and their lips met in a kiss as soft as the moonlight itself. It wasn't a passionate kiss, but one of profound understanding, of shared history, of an unbreakable bond. The kiss lingered, a silent promise whispered between generations. When they finally parted, a peaceful contentment settled over them, a quiet joy that radiated from their hearts and into the moonlit garden. The willow tree seemed to hold its breath, witnessing this sacred moment, this tender exchange between a mother and her daughter, bathed in the silvery glow of the moon. The night held its breath, too, captivated by the simple beauty of their love. The moon hung like a pearl in the inky sky, casting long shadows across the Forger family garden. Anya, her usual boundless energy subdued by the quiet beauty of the night, sat nestled against Yor's side on their garden bench. Yor, usually stoic and composed, wore a softer expression, her usual sharp features softened by the gentle moonlight. The usual sounds of the city were muted, replaced by the gentle chirping of crickets and the rustling of leaves in the gentle breeze. Anya, clutching a half-eaten cookie, leaned her head against her mother's shoulder. The scent of cherry blossoms, Yor's favorite perfume, mingled with the sweet aroma of the night-blooming jasmine. Tonight, the usual playful banter between them was absent, replaced by a comfortable silence that spoke volumes. Anya, despite her young age, felt a deep connection with her mother, a bond forged not just through blood, but through shared experiences and unspoken understanding. Anya's small hand reached up to gently stroke Yor's cheek, her fingers tracing the delicate line of her jaw. Yor's hand instinctively covered Anya's, her touch both protective and tender. Anya's eyes, wide and expressive, mirrored the moon's gentle glow. She felt a surge of love for her mother, a love that transcended the complexities of their unusual family dynamic. With a soft sigh, Anya leaned in, pressing a tender kiss against Yor's cheek. It was a simple gesture, yet it held the weight of 1,000 unspoken words. Yor, surprised at first, responded with a gentle smile, her eyes softening even further. Then, in a moment that felt both surreal and deeply intimate, Yor leaned down and kissed Anya's forehead, a tender, lingering kiss that spoke of love, protection, and a bond that defied definition. The kiss lingered, a silent promise whispered between mother and daughter. When they parted, a peaceful contentment settled over them, a quiet joy that radiated from their hearts and into the moonlit garden. The night felt still, holding its breath in witness to this tender moment, a testament to the unique and beautiful bond between Anya and Yor, a mother and daughter whose love story was as extraordinary as it was endearing. The moon, their silent witness seemed to shine a little brighter. The moon, a silvery disk in the velvet sky, cast a magical glow over the meticulously arranged garden. Instead of the usual bustling city sounds, a gentle melody played, carried on the night breeze. It wasn't a traditional wedding, not by a long shot. But for Anya and Yor, it was perfect. Yor, radiant in a tailored white jumpsuit that subtly accentuated her figure, stood at the makeshift altar, a weathered stone bench adorned with wildflowers. Her usually stoic expression was replaced with a soft, almost shy smile. Anya, dressed in a miniature version of her mother's jumpsuit, bounced on the balls of her feet, her excitement barely contained. She clutched a bouquet of daisies, her tiny fingers gripping them tightly. Lloyd, standing as a witness, wore a slightly bewildered but ultimately proud expression. He'd orchestrated this unconventional ceremony, a blend of practicality and heartfelt sentiment. He knew this wasn't a typical wedding, but it was a testament to the unique bond between Yor and Anya. Anya, ever the pragmatist, had insisted on a simple ceremony. No long speeches, no endless toasts. Just a promise, a commitment, sealed under the watchful eye of the moon. Yor, though initially hesitant about the informality, had come to appreciate the sincerity of Anya's desire for a quiet, intimate celebration. Anya, taking a deep breath, stepped forward. Her voice, clear and strong, echoed in the quiet garden. "Mommy," she began, her eyes shining with love. "I promise to always protect you and to always be your best friend." Yor's eyes welled, not with tears of sadness, but with overwhelming emotion. She reached out, her hand gently cupping Anya's cheek. "And I promise," Yor whispered, her voice thick with emotion, "to always love you, to always be there for you, and to always make sure you have plenty of peanuts." Anya giggled, the sound as light as the moonbeams dancing on the grass. They exchanged rings, simple silver bands, chosen by Anya herself. Then, in a moment that felt both surreal and deeply meaningful, they shared a kiss, a tender, loving kiss that sealed their unique bond, a bond that transcended the usual definitions of family and love. The moon, their silent witness, seemed to bathe them in its gentle light, blessing their unconventional union. It was a wedding unlike any other, a testament to the extraordinary love between a mother and daughter, a love story as unique and beautiful as the moonlit garden where it unfolded. And as they stood there, hand in hand under the watchful gaze of the moon, they knew this was a perfect beginning. The moon, a silent observer, cast its silvery glow upon the Forger home. Inside, Anya, nestled under a pile of plush toys, stirred in her sleep. Yor, her usual sharp features softened by the gentle light filtering through the window, sat at her desk, meticulously sharpening her knives. A nightly ritual that had become strangely comforting. But tonight, the usual quiet efficiency was tinged with a different kind of stillness, a quiet contentment that settled over the room like a warm blanket. Their life wasn't conventional. Yor, a skilled assassin, had adopted Anya, a telepath, and their unconventional family unit had blossomed into something unexpected, something beautiful. Their marriage, a carefully constructed facade to protect their identities, had evolved into something far deeper. It was a bond built on mutual respect, shared experiences, and a love that defied definition. Anya, despite her young age, understood the unspoken language of their family. She knew when Yor needed space, when she needed a comforting hug, when she needed a distraction. And Yor, in turn, had learned to appreciate Anya's unique perspective, her uncanny ability to read people, and her unwavering loyalty. Tonight, as the moon bathed the room in its ethereal glow, Yor paused in her knife sharpening. She glanced at Anya, her sleeping form peaceful and serene. A soft smile touched Yor's lips. She rose quietly, approaching Anya's bed. She gently tucked a stray strand of hair behind Anya's ear, her touch tender and loving. She leaned down, pressing a light kiss to Anya's forehead. It wasn't a kiss of passion, but a kiss of profound connection, a silent expression of love, protection, and unwavering devotion. It was a kiss that encapsulated their unique relationship, a testament to the unconventional family they had created, a family bound not by blood, but by an unbreakable bond forged in the crucible of shared secrets and unwavering loyalty. The moon, their silent witness, seemed to shine a little brighter, illuminating the tender moment between them, a mother and daughter, a wife and child, whose love story was as extraordinary as it was endearing. As you returned to her desk, the quiet contentment settled back over the room, a peaceful stillness that spoke of a life lived outside the norm, a life filled with unexpected love, and a bond that defied all expectations. The moon, their constant companion, continued to watch over them, a silent witness to their unique and beautiful life together. 10 years had passed, softening the sharp edges of yours life, and adding a layer of gentle wisdom to her eyes. Anya, now a blossoming young woman, possessed the same fiery spirit, but with a touch of maturity that came with navigating the complexities of adolescence. Their unconventional family had expanded, welcoming a new member, a little girl named Nina, their shared daughter, a testament to the enduring bond between mother and daughter. The moon, still a constant presence in their lives, cast its silvery glow upon the Forger family home, now larger and brimming with the joyous chaos of a growing family. Nina, a miniature version of Anya, possessed the same mischievous glint in her eyes and a boundless energy that kept the household lively. Anya, now a skilled spy in her own right, balanced her demanding career with the joys of motherhood, her love for Nina mirroring the love she had received from Yor. Yor, though still a formidable figure, had embraced the softer aspects of motherhood. Her sharp instincts were now tempered by a deep well of maternal love. Her protective nature extending to both Anya and Nina, she found a surprising sense of fulfillment in nurturing her family, a stark contrast to her past life. Evenings often found them gathered in the garden, the moon their silent confidant. Anya would tell Nina stories of her own childhood, her adventures alongside Yor, their shared secrets whispered under the watchful eye of the moon. Yor, her hands gently stroking Nina's hair, would share her own memories, her voice softer than Anya remembered. One such evening, as the moon bathed the garden in its ethereal glow, Anya and Yor shared a quiet moment, their bond as strong as ever. They looked at Nina, asleep in her crib, and exchanged a knowing glance. Their unconventional family had flourished, a testament to their enduring love and unwavering commitment to each other. The moon, their silent witness, seemed to smile down upon them, a beacon of hope and happiness, illuminating their unique and beautiful family. The years had passed, but their bond remained, a timeless testament to a mother and daughter, now a family of three, bound together by a love that transcended all expectations. The moon cast long shadows across the Forger garden, painting the scene in shades of silver and black. Inside, a gentle chaos reigned. Anya, no longer the wide-eyed child, but a young woman radiating warmth and a touch of mischief, chased after a giggling toddler. The toddler, a miniature version of Anya herself, possessed the same bright eyes and boundless energy. This was their daughter, a testament to the unique bond between Anya and Yor. Yor, her usually sharp features softened by a lifetime of love and a touch of weariness, watched from the doorway, a gentle smile playing on her lips. The years had passed, transforming her from a stoic assassin into a devoted mother, her heart overflowing with love for her family. The years had not diminished her strength, but rather had added a layer of depth and understanding. The child, whose name was a carefully chosen secret, possessed both Anya's spirited nature and Yor's quiet determination. She was a whirlwind of activity, a tiny tornado of laughter and playful chaos, mirroring the dynamic energy of her mother's. Anya, catching her breath after a particularly energetic chase, leaned against Yor, her hand resting on her mother's arm. The touch was both comforting and familiar, a silent acknowledgement of their unique relationship. Yor, in turn, rested her hand on Anya's back, her touch both protective and loving. The scene was a testament to their unconventional family, a family born from a carefully constructed lie that had blossomed into something real and beautiful. Their love, once a carefully crafted performance, had evolved into something genuine and profound, a bond that transcended all expectations. The moon, their silent witness, shone down upon them, illuminating their unconventional family, a mother and daughter, bound together by a love that had created a new generation, a new legacy. It was a love story as unique and extraordinary as the family they had created. The afternoon sun streamed through the kitchen window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Anya, her youthful energy tempered by the responsibilities of motherhood, hummed a tuneless melody as she stirred a pot of soup. Beside her, Yor, her face etched with the quiet wisdom of years, carefully peeled potatoes, her movements precise and efficient. Between them, two children played, a boy and a girl, mirror images of their mothers in their own unique ways. The boy, inheriting Anya's boundless energy and mischievous grin, tumbled across the floor, a whirlwind of limbs and laughter. The girl, mirroring Yor's quiet determination and watchful gaze, meticulously arranged her building blocks, her brow furrowed in concentration. They were a testament to the enduring bond between their mothers, a living legacy of their unconventional family. The air was filled with the comforting sounds of family life, the clatter of pots and pans, the cheerful squeals of the children, the soft murmur of conversation between Anya and Yor. It was a scene of domestic bliss, yet tinged with a subtle undercurrent of the extraordinary. This wasn't a typical family. Their story had begun with a carefully constructed lie, a performance designed to protect their identities. But over the years, the performance had become reality, the pretense dissolving into genuine love and unwavering devotion. Anya paused in her stirring, glancing at Yor, her eyes full of love and gratitude. Yor met her gaze, a faint smile playing on her lips, a silent acknowledgement of their shared journey. They had created a life together, a family built on a foundation of mutual respect, shared experiences, and a love that defied definition. The children, oblivious to the complexities of their parents' past, were the embodiment of their love, their legacy, their future. The sun continued to shine, illuminating this scene of domestic harmony, a testament to the enduring power of love, even within the most unconventional of families. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery hues of orange and crimson. Anya, her hair loose and cascading down her back, stood on the balcony of their secluded villa, gazing out at the vast expanse of the ocean. The air was filled with the scent of salt and the gentle whisper of the waves. Beside her, Yor, her usual stoic demeanor softened by the romantic setting, leaned against the railing, her hand resting lightly on Anya's shoulder. This wasn't a typical honeymoon. It wasn't a celebration of a romantic union between two lovers, but a testament to the unique bond between a mother and daughter, a bond that had blossomed into something extraordinary. They had chosen this secluded villa, nestled amidst the rolling hills of Tuscany, as a place to escape the demands of their lives, to reconnect, to celebrate their unique connection. Anya, her eyes reflecting the fiery glow of the sunset, turned to Yor, a soft smile playing on her lips. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" she whispered, her voice tinged with a quiet contentment. Yor, her gaze meeting Anya's, nodded slowly. "It is," she replied, her voice a low murmur. "Just like you." Anya blushed, her cheeks warming under Yor's gaze. They had shared a lifetime of secrets, of adventures, of challenges. Their bond had been forged in the crucible of their unconventional lives, a bond that had grown stronger with each passing year. This honeymoon wasn't about romance in the traditional sense, but about a love that transcended labels, a love that was both profound and enduring. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the villa, Anya and Yor leaned against each other, their bodies radiating warmth and comfort. They shared a quiet moment, their silence filled with unspoken words, a testament to the deep understanding that existed between them. The moon, rising in the sky, bathed them in its silvery glow, a silent witness to their unconventional honeymoon, a celebration of a love that knew no boundaries, a love that was as unique and beautiful as the Tuscan sunset. The aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air, mingling with the scent of blooming jasmine that crept in through the open window. Anya, her hair pulled back in a loose braid, hummed a cheerful tune as she set the table, carefully arranging a vase of wildflowers in the center. Beside her, Yor, her face softened by a lifetime of shared experiences, carefully poured steaming mugs of tea, her movements precise and graceful. It was a scene of domestic bliss, a testament to the unconventional family they had created. Their life together was a symphony of shared moments, woven together with the threads of love, laughter, and a deep understanding that transcended the boundaries of traditional marriage. They had chosen to be each other's everything, a decision that had brought its own challenges and rewards. The world outside might not understand their unique bond, but within the walls of their home, their love flourished, nurtured by shared dreams, whispered secrets, and a profound sense of belonging. Anyao, now a seasoned spy, brought her sharp wit and adventurous spirit to their life together. She was the life of the party, the one who could charm a room and disarm any situation with her infectious laughter. Yor, a master of disguise and a seasoned warrior, provided a steadfast presence, a grounding force that kept Anya grounded and secure. They were a perfect balance, their strengths complementing each other, their differences enriching their lives. Their mornings often began with quiet conversations shared over steaming mugs of tea, their evenings punctuated by shared meals, their weekends filled with adventures, both mundane and extraordinary. They navigated the world side by side, their love a shield against the storms, their laughter a beacon in the darkness. Their lives weren't always easy, but they had each other, their bond an unbreakable chain that held them together through thick and thin. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the room, Anya and Yor settled into their favorite chairs, a comfortable silence settling between them. Their eyes met, a silent exchange of love and appreciation passing between them. They had created a life together, a tapestry woven with the threads of their shared dreams, their laughter, and their love. Their unconventional marriage was a testament to the enduring power of love, a love that defied definition, a love that knew no bounds. They had found their happily ever after, not in the fairy tales of old, but in the reality of their shared lives, a love story as unique and extraordinary as their unconventional family. And as the moon rose, casting its silvery glow upon their home, they knew they had found something truly special, something that would last a lifetime, a love that would endure through time, a love that would forever bind them together, a mother and daughter, a wife and wife, a family forged in love, family that redefined the very meaning of forever. The air crackled with anticipation as Anya and Yor stood on their porch, watching the fireworks illuminate the night sky. Their 6 daughters, bundled in warm coats and fuzzy hats, huddled around them, their eyes wide with wonder. "Happy New Year, my loves," Anya exclaimed, her voice full of joy. She pulled Yor close, their lips meeting in a tender kiss. "Happy New Year," Yor whispered back, her eyes sparkling with affection. She looked down at their daughters, each one a reflection of their love, and her heart swelled with gratitude. "This is perfect," she whispered, her voice filled with contentment. The night had been filled with laughter, warmth, and the sweet aroma of freshly baked cookies. The girls had spent the evening decorating their home with colorful streamers and handmade paper snowflakes. Anya, her hands covered in glitter, had helped them create a giant Happy New Year banner, their faces lit with a mixture of excitement and pride. Later, as they sat around the crackling fireplace, sharing stories and sipping hot cocoa, Anya felt a wave of happiness wash over her. This was their new reality, a world filled with laughter, love, and the sweet chaos of family. "Do you think this is the best New Year ever?" asked their youngest daughter, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. Anya smiled, her heart melting with love. "It's definitely one of the best," she replied, her voice filled with warmth. "Because we're all here together, celebrating another year of love and laughter." You're nodded in agreement. "This is what family is all about," she said, reaching out to touch Anya's hand. "Sharing moments like these, creating memories that will last a lifetime." As the fireworks continued to explode in a dazzling display, Anya and Yor held each other close, their hearts full of gratitude. They knew that their journey as a family, with its challenges and triumphs, was just beginning. And they were ready, with love as their compass and their daughters as their guiding stars, to embrace the year ahead with open arms and a heart full of hope. The air was thick with a mix of excitement and nervousness as Anya and Yor stood on the sidewalk, watching their 6 daughters disappear into the bustling schoolyard. The youngest, Lily, had just started kindergarten, her tiny hand clutched tightly in her older sister's. "They're all grown up," Yor murmured, a wistful smile gracing her lips. "It feels like just yesterday they were learning to walk." Anya chuckled, her eyes welling up with a mix of pride and nostalgia. "I know, right? It's been a wild ride, but I wouldn't trade it for the world." Their home, once a whirlwind of childhood chaos, was now filled with a quiet stillness. The echoing laughter of 6 little girls had been replaced by the gentle hum of the washing machine and the occasional clinking of dishes. "I think we'll miss the noise," Yor said, a hint of melancholy in her voice. "But maybe we'll finally get to finish a meal without interruptions." Anya laughed, a little too loudly to hide the pang of sadness that tugged at her heart. "Maybe we'll even get a chance to watch a movie without someone asking for a snack every 5 minutes." Yet, despite the bittersweet feeling of their daughters growing up, a sense of pride swelled within them.